Is it time to buy or sell VOO ETF? In this video, we will explore VOO in depth. Our initial report was published on our website on Friday, the 13th of June, 2025, and now we aim to provide you with a more comprehensive analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay informed about our latest analyses. You don't want to overlook any critical updates that could affect your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool, powered by GPT-4, at StockInvest.us. Harness the capabilities of AI and receive complimentary price predictions and in-depth analyses for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. Since the 27th of May 2025, our system has ranked VOO as a hold or accumulate, assigning it a score of -0.43. Now let us examine the exchange-traded fund's performance during this time frame. The exchange-traded fund has undergone natural fluctuations, achieving a gain of 1%. This results in an average return of 0.07% per day since it was classified as hold or accumulate. The exchange-traded fund is positioned in the upper part of a broad and robust upward trend in the short term. This typically presents a favorable selling opportunity for short-term traders, as a reaction towards the lower part of the trend is anticipated. A breakout above the upper trend line at $555.79 would initially suggest a stronger rate of increase. The current 3-month trend indicates a potential change of approximately 10.52% over the next 3 months, with a possible return ranging from a decrease of 0.23% to an increase of 11.94%. In the longer term, our 12-month analysis points to a projected change of 4.61%. According to our calculations, the stock's performance could fluctuate between a decrease of 12.05% and an increase of 8.98% over the next year. In practical terms, this suggests a future price range between $482.65 and $598.04. Our latest daily update for VOO includes the headline, VOO ETF downgraded to hold/accumulate. The price of the VOO ETF experienced a decline of 1.11% on the last trading day, which was Friday, the 13th of June, 2025. It dropped from $554.95 to $548.77. Throughout that trading day, the ETF fluctuated by 1.06%, reaching a low of $547.45 and a high of $553.25. Notably, the price has increased in 6 out of the last 10 days and has risen by 1.29% over the past 2 weeks. The trading volume also decreased on the last day alongside the ETF's price, which is considered a positive sign, as volume typically follows the price trend. On that day, the trading volume fell by 1 million shares, resulting in a total of 7 million shares transacted, amounting to approximately $3.83 billion. Looking back over the past 52 weeks, the highest price of the ETF was $563.90, while the lowest was $442.80. Currently, the price sits at 2.68%, or $15.13, below the 52-week high of $563.90, which also marks the all-time high for the ETF. The latest developments surrounding the Vanguard S&P 500 ETF, or VOO, reflect a cautiously optimistic market sentiment despite rising geopolitical tensions. Recently, predictions assert that the S&P 500 could reach new all-time highs later this year, with a majority of analysts maintaining a bullish outlook. This news is significant as it underlines a potential recovery trajectory for VOO, which is heavily influenced by the broader index. However, immediate market reactions indicate volatility. On the 13th of June, VOO experienced a dip, impacted by escalating tensions between Israel and Iran, leading to concerns that this geopolitical instability might derail recent market rallies. Notably, consumer sentiment in Michigan also rose, suggesting that inflation expectations are beginning to stabilize, a positive sign that could bolster stock prices in the long term. Technical analysis indicates that the S&P 500 must surpass the key level of 6,079 to maintain momentum. While current market fears have driven some selling, there appears to be buying interest on dips, revealing a commitment from investors to capitalize on lower prices. The long-term outlook for VOO seems favorable, especially if these cautious market conditions give way to renewed investor confidence. Thus, while short-term fluctuations may create turbulence, the overall sentiment points towards potential growth for VOO down the line. The following signals have been identified for VOO. The VOO exchange-traded fund holds a sell signal from the short-term moving average. However, there is a buy signal from the long-term average. Since the short-term average is above the long-term average, there is a general buy signal for the fund, indicating a positive forecast. As the fund experiences further gains, it will encounter resistance from the short-term moving average at approximately $551.14. Conversely, if it declines, support will be found from the long-term average at approximately $534.79. A breakout above the short-term average will trigger a buy signal, while a breakdown below the long-term average will trigger a sell signal. Some negative signals have also been issued, which may impact short-term developments. A sell signal was generated from a pivot top point on Thursday, June 12, 2025, and thus far, it has decreased by 1.11%. Further declines are suggested until a new bottom pivot is established. Additionally, there is currently a sell signal from the 3-month moving average, convergence divergence, or MACD. Volume has decreased alongside the price during the last trading day, which reduces overall risk, as volume typically follows price movements. Here are some other signals you might find interesting. Moving average convergence divergence, sell signal. Pivots, sell signal 2 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal 4 days ago. Short-term moving average, sell signal 2 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal 36 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages, buy signal 32 days ago. If we look at the 12-month chart, we see short moving average, buy signal 37 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal 25 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages, buy signal 14 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us if you want to explore more signals. Support, risk, and stop loss for VOO. On the downside, the exchange-traded fund finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $499.10 and $465.52. There is a natural risk involved when an exchange-traded fund is testing a support level, since if this is broken, the fund may then fall to the next support level. In this case, VOO finds support just below today's level at $499.10. If this support is broken, then the next level from accumulated volume will be at $465.52 and $463.56. In general, the exchange-traded fund tends to have very controlled movements, and with good liquidity, the risk is considered very low in this fund. During the last day, the fund moved $5.79 between high and low, or 1.06%. For the last week, the fund has had a daily average volatility of 0.781%. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for VOO. In the event of an upward trend, the first resistance level for VOO is at $552.86. If you do not own any shares, it may be wise to wait for this level to be surpassed before entering a position. For those who already hold the ETF, this could represent a strategic point for swing trading. Conversely, on the downside, VOO faces its first support level at $499.10. If this support level holds firm, it could serve as a favorable entry point with the prospect of a rebound. Our recommended stop loss is set at $526.47, reflecting a decline of 4.06%. This exchange-traded fund features minimal daily fluctuations, contributing to its low-risk profile. Additionally, there is a sell signal indicated by a pivot top identified 1 day ago. Is VOO ETF a good buy? VOO holds several positive signals, yet we do not find these sufficient for it to be classified as a buy candidate. At its current level, it should be viewed as a hold candidate, meaning one should hold or accumulate while awaiting further developments. Due to some minor weaknesses in the technical picture, we have revised our analysis from a strong buy to a hold or accumulate recommendation, since our last evaluation. After assessing the volatility and movements from the previous trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is undervalued. For trading on Monday, the 16th of June, we anticipate VOO to open higher by $1.05, beginning trading at $549.82. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money, and that you should consult with a financial advisor before buying or selling any securities. Your investment decisions should not be based solely on StockInvest.us. By utilizing this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the exchange-traded fund. Do you agree or disagree? We invite you to comment below and share your thoughts. What is your target for the exchange-traded fund? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a beautiful day. With regards from all of us here at StockInvest.